Did you watch El Camino?
I did not.
Okay. You watched Breaking Bad?
Yes, I did.
You paused.
Wait, El Camino came out?
El Camino is out.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't even realize.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. There's a Breaking Bad refresher on the playlist on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's 3 minutes long. It's not
3 minutes?
It is not long enough.
No way.
You need a much bigger recap, you know?
Holy shit, that's nonsense.
Yeah. I highly suggest anyone who's, needs a refresher to go find one that's not just the one included on Netflix, because 3 minutes is not enough time to fucking run through what that story was about. But yeah, El Camino was simple. It was good. It was very focused in what it was trying to do.
Yeah.
It didn't meander too much. It's almost like Indivisible. It's got a clear goal.
Yeah.
And it just
It's what? It's
focuses on
Jesse
that.
after the end of the series?
It's Jesse. It's his story.
Okay.
And basically, the movie is based on the fact that Jesse Pinkman was last seen driving southbound in an El Camino, leaving the crime scene.
So I guess I should have known that was out, because there was like the dumbest article I've ever seen. Like, people were posting screenshots of its headline because it was so fucking stupid, which is a picture of Todd. Remember that dumb motherfucker, the blonde guy?
Oh yeah.
And it's like, here's the real reason why characters look different in El Camino than in Breaking Bad. You see, even though they take place chronologically afterwards, they were actually recorded many years apart. No shit. Age exists,
Yes.
you dumb motherfuckers.
Yes. Also,
Time passes.
there is time passes, and the passage of time means that sometimes people need to wear bald caps that don't work.
Oh, no.
So then you call in the CG budget to fix it.
Do you see the CG?
It's fine.
Okay.
But the bald cap was not working.
That's fucking goofy as
It
hell.
was bad. So they had to just... oh boy. Time has passed. People are busy.
Yeah. I don't want to shave my head again.
Not not for one weekend of shooting.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, El Camino's a nice little send-off. It's a nice little closing bit all this time later. It certainly wasn't... Is it necessary? Absolutely not.
No.
Does it add anything? Debatably, but not much.
Was it enjoyable?
But it was enjoyable.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's it.
Yeah.
You know? It's a bit like how this is so fucking dated it doesn't even work anymore.
All right. Oh, I'm excited now. Well, come on.
The original Full Metal Alchemist
Uh-huh.
ended on a fucking whatever note.
Yeah.
And then the Conqueror of Shambhala movie came out and confused everybody
Yeah.
further. But then it did kind of wrap things up in a few ways, and then this little side piece. No, you know what? Fuck Fiddle. No, bad. I got a better one. I got a better one.
Yeah.
Stargazer.
Okay.
It's like Stargazer. It's a nice little bit at the end that you can optionally include or don't.
So, here's my big question, right? It doesn't really add all that much, and it doesn't really continue the big plot or whatever forward, and that's fine. And it's enjoyable. But it doesn't go ahead and mess with anything.
No.
Okay.
One thing it does...
So,
it does something really... It does one thing... It does something really cool.
No one comes back to life. No.
It doesn't mess with anything.
Okay.
And it does something really cool that, just makes you kind of appreciate the old series. Mm-hmm. And appreciate, the journey, so to speak, and, you kind of just remember, man, that was a really long, adventure.
Yeah.
Or misadventure. And one thing's for sure is that, powerhouse actors all the way through. Doing a good job. So yeah, you get some really you see some some talented motherfuckers coming back and doing what they do, and it also reminds you of the pace where it's like, okay, you almost feel like, oh my god, it's been so long since Breaking Bad, so like now every second counts.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna still take its time staring at some dirt. And you're like, nah.
So now you know how Twin Peaks fans felt.
Right, yeah. And it's like, nah, but like you gotta feel that dirt though. So it's okay.
It's important to stare at that dirt.
Just let it take time, and then there's some not powerhouse actors that return.
Oh no!
That yeah, they were there, they did stuff. But yeah, check it out.
All right,
It's a nice optional side quest at the end of the adventure. It is
a little epilogue.
Little epilogue. It is not the answer.
Mm.
It is the good epilogue.
You know what? You mentioned FMA, but and I don't want to talk about the original series, but Brotherhood. In fact, Brotherhood did something that very few pieces of media do that I feel is incredibly underrated, and that is something that you get in books very often. You almost never get them in TV or anime or film. And it had a really pronounced denouement, which is the rising climax and the conclusion of the plot. And then you have, okay, so everyone's going to go back to their life and start to live their life. And you're going to get a little piece of how it's going to go, right?
Yes.
Almost nothing gets that.
So things that do that, do it with purpose.
Yeah.
What you're describing is often not really done because... if you're following the traditional hero's journey, you need to return to a home that's not your home anymore, almost in some cases. And like what I'm thinking of specifically is the Scouring of the Shire.
Yeah,
right.
Which is the anti-denouement.
It's the anti-denouement, but it's important.
Yeah,
and the role it plays in like these fucking world saviors coming home to what?
Yeah, it's garbage.
What?
Oh, this sucks.
Who? Are you fucking oh my god, can we just get on with our like,
oh darn.
Are you serious right now? Like, that feeling matters in the grand context of that whole thing, So you don't always go for it. It depends on the type of story you're trying to teach. But yeah, watch it. It's good. And it has some nice poetry that rhymes.
Oh, it rhymes.
Very enjoyable.